So we've got Page of Pentacles in the first half of the month, or the first week. So Page of Pentacles looks like you're feeling like you're ready to take on some new adventure in some way or another. You may not have all the experience that you need. You may have some experience. I mean, I think that the page, but like when I see the Page of Pentacles, I kind of feel like, or pages in general for me have a kind of Fool like quality of like the qualities of the Fool card in the beginning of the major arcana a little bit. Maybe not as extreme, because he's got some experiences under his belt. He's gone through, first through 10 of Pentacles, all those experiences, and here he is ready to take on something new after all those experiences. So there's kind of like this carefree way about him where like he doesn't really care how he gets there. He just wants to, or he doesn't really care. Yeah, he doesn't really care how he gets there. He just knows that he wants to get there. You know what I mean? So he's putting his trust in the universe. He's flipping that coin in the air, like, letting fate decide which path I'll take. And then going forward, trusting that that's the way for him. So, a very carefree way of going about whatever he's interested in doing. Feeling very excited for the future, feeling adventurous in a way. And also, like with this painting that I did, I also feel like rebellious in a way. So we'll talk about that in a minute, once I get through the rest of these cards. Then we have the King of Swords in the second week, or the other portion of the first half of the month. So like here, he doesn't really care how he's getting there. He's very carefree about his approach towards getting there. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, actually, maybe I should really do more research and really think this through. Let me think about this more. Let me mull it over. Let me, gain more knowledge. Maybe I'm considering taking classes. Maybe there's a mentor that I can look to help me along the way. Thinking more objectively about the situation. Being like, okay, maybe there are some tools that I may need to continue forward. You know what I mean? So, and we have Two of Wands in the second half of the month of February. Two of Wands in reverse. So, when it's upright, it's like, I've got the whole world in my hands, the world is my oyster, and I'm on the precipice of, stepping into this new world, this new life, this new adventure, about to walk through this doorway into this new way of living, very much like this energy. It's like you're getting closer to that. But when it's in reverse, it's like I have a choice that I have to make, but I'm not really sure that I trust which way to go now. There's like a hesitation about moving forward now. It's also kind of like, maybe you don't have all the information that you need to continue on your journey. And yeah, so I'm hearing like getting back to basics, which really explains the fourth card here, because it's a Ten of Pentacles card, which is like, I've got everything that I need. I have what already makes me happy, family, love, comfort, like what, I've worked hard, I've gotten to this point. And if you really look, Page of Pentacles comes after the Ten of Pentacles. So like he's gotten to this place of completion after going through the minor arcana in the Pentacles sign, you know what I mean? As far as like working hard and, you know, financial stability, you know, career-wise, everything's good. You know, supporting my family or myself, da 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 da. So like here he is in the beginning of the month, and then here he is again at the end of the month. Beginning of the month is feeling like I'm on my own, I'm very independent, I'm doing what I want, I'm feeling very adventurous, I'm ready to take on new things. Doesn't matter how I get there, I just want to get there. And then towards the end of the month, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm not ready for that yet. I'm just going to enjoy where I am right now. Appreciating the people around me, appreciating my family, in a way. Understanding the purpose of family, like what family means to me. You know, it could be your chosen family or your blood family in that way. So it's like you started this adventure and then you're kind of like, well, wait, maybe I should reevaluate, reassess, really research and gather some more knowledge on what it is I'm trying to do. And then it's like, well, actually, maybe I'm finding that this isn't the way to go, or I'm doubting myself and hesitating on making a decision, and then being like, you know what, let me, you know, reassess what I'm trying to do here and just be in the moment with everything that I have already. So it's kind of feeling like I don't have everything that I want yet, so I want to keep going, and then realizing towards the end of the month that you do already have everything that you need. Whether it's to continue on this adventure, you have everything, all the tools that you need to continue forward on this adventure, or it's just like you have everything that you need, there's no need for another quest at this time. Let me talk about this also. So I pulled one card from the Romance Angels Oracle card deck, and it says attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like that really brings everything all together. You know, being present with all the joys in your life. You know, acknowledging them and appreciating them, and just being in it, you know, and appreciating it, instead of trying to go out on your own in search of something better or that you feel like you need in your life. And you may not need it just now. So if you are in search of, or if you're in search of finding a romantic interest, it's saying, you know, stop searching, just appreciate where you are right now, and you will attract who is best for you to you in that way. You know, maybe someone from your chosen family or blood family knows somebody that they can set you up with that you would have never known about had you gone out on your own. You know, you would have never met them. Or like they're having some kind of party that they're going to, you know, tomorrow or something, and you wouldn't have been there if you were out on your new quest. You know what I mean? So it's all about being in the moment and really appreciating what's around you, stopping to smell the roses. So that brings me to this painting, which was very interesting to me because all the other signs that I've done paintings for so far have been very bright and beautiful and colorful colors. And every time I meditate on you, Scorpio, this is what came up. It was just black and red. And it was in like this V shape. And I just started to think of Rufio from the movie Hook. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's that movie it's a Peter Pan version. It's a version of the movie Peter Pan, where Robin Williams is Peter Pan. And there's the Lost Boys. And the leader of the Lost Boys, when Peter Pan leaves Neverland and goes back to Earth and grows up and meets Wendy and all this stuff, while he's on Earth in Neverland, Rufio is now in charge of the Lost Boys. And he's very, like, when I think of him, he just seems very punk rock, you know what I mean? And if you've ever, just go look him up, Rufio from Hook. He's just very punk rock in the way that he looks and the way that he acts. He's rebellious in a way, but also dominating, like knows he's in charge, basically, of his life, very independent. And the Lost Boys are all, they're orphans, basically. So, like, he's used to being on his own and relying on himself, you know, throughout his life. And I feel like this is kind of like that vibe of the Page of Pentacles. He's getting rebellious and wants to only rely on himself, and wants to go out into the world and not feel like he has to depend on others, you know, in search of different quests and adventures and things like that. And then realizes that what's most important to him is family, is feeling like I belong to something, is feeling like I'm a part of some sort of community, you know, I belong somewhere. And I don't have to continue to search for it because I already have it. You know what I mean? Like, the Lost Boys feel like there's some part of them that's missing, but really they have it with each other, you know? They've created their own family with each other. And that's what's most important. So, being rebellious and, you know, independent and in charge of your life is awesome. But you also want to balance that with, you know, appreciating that, you know, you do belong to a part of something greater. This could be family, this could be friendships, chosen family, you know, things like that. Or it could just be you're a part of something greater that is, you know, the world as a whole. You know, you're not alone. It's not a constant battle to improve yourself or find something better, or, you know, there's nothing missing from you. You know what I mean? So I think that's your message, Scorpio. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. That was pretty quick. Wow. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to tell you. Yeah, okay. So I just heard, you'll know yourself through others. You'll like, it's almost like this quest is to search for this other part of yourself that you feel like is missing. And it's like your quest right now is to be present and connected with others. Your quest is family. Your quest is, you know, friendship, is connection. Because through these connections, you will learn more about yourself than you will on your own. So when you're feeling like you're unsure and you're doubting and you're not really sure which decisions to make, it's because you haven't learned this deeper part of yourself that can be found through connection with others. Stop and smell the roses, Scorpio. Just chill this month. Don't push for anything. Just chill and be present and enjoy where you are.